Hi, Nick here, and today I want to show you how to tune your guitar to C6 tuning. Now there are different versions of C6 out there, and some of them are meant for like a steel or lap steel guitar, but what we're going to look at here is one that's used on acoustic guitar a lot, and it was made popular by Jimmy Page on songs from Led Zeppelin like Bron Y.R., Friends, and Poor Tom. So sometimes you'll hear the tuning called Bron Y.R. tuning or Friends tuning in deference to those songs from Led Zeppelin. So what we're going to do is start off with our guitar in standard tuning. From low to high, it's going to be E, A, D, G, B, E. Now several of the strings are going to stay the same. Specifically the 5th, 3rd, and 1st strings are going to stay tuned to A, G, and E respectively. And what we're going to do is tune the remaining strings. We're going to tune them all to C. So the 6th, 4th, and 2nd strings will all be tuned to C. So we're going to have to tune the 4th and 6th strings down to get to C. The 2nd string, we're going to tune it up. So once we're done, from low to high, our tuning will be C, A, C, G, C, E. So first off, generally you want to start with the lower strings first. We can either start with the 4th or the 6th string. I like to start with the 4th string. So you can play the 5th string at the 3rd fret, that's C. Play the 4th string and tune it down. Okay? And then you can tune the 6th string down to the open 4th string. So now the 4th string is C. Play that open, play the 6th string. And then tune it down to C. So alternately, if you wanted to hold the 5th string, 3rd fret down, you could tune the 6th string and then use that 6th string open to tune the 4th string down to C. They should both be at C. They'll actually be an octave apart. Okay, so we've tuned the 4th string down a whole step from D to C. We've tuned the 6th string down 2 whole steps from E down to C. And now finally what we're going to do is tune the 2nd string up a half step from B to C. So you can play the 4th string open, play the 2nd string, and tune it up. So now what we have from low to high is C, A, C, G, C, E. Now anytime that you're tuning this many strings on the guitar to get to an alternate tuning, you're usually going to have some of the strings that you don't tune go a little bit out because the tension is changing on the guitar. So it's a good idea to go through, if you have a clip-on tuner, and double check all of the strings. The ones that you tuned, the ones that you didn't tune, all of them are probably going to need some sort of adjustment. I think this is a really cool tuning. It gives you a lot of drone notes because you have 3 strings that are tuned alike to C. And you have this really cool 1-finger C chord where you just play the note on the 5th string, 3rd fret, and that'll give you 4 C's, this chord C, 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 G, C, E. So it's got a really nice droning sound. In terms of other chords in the tuning, you may find that it's not going to work for every particular chord progression or arrangement, but it does tend to work well for certain songs in the key of C, where you're going to be hitting on mostly the 1 chord, a little bit of the 4, a little bit of the 5 chord, and also the 6 chord. So if you have a lot of A minor in the song, it can work well for that. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this lesson on how to tune your guitar to C6 tuning. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. So for example, not long ago, I did an arrangement of the Bruce Springsteen song, I'm on Fire, and it had a lot of that A minor chord in there, and so it worked well in this particular tuning. I did that in the C6 tuning that Jimmy Page used for Bron-Y-Aur, which I've also covered. Okay, so as a bonus here, I thought I'd talk about a kind of quick and easy way to correct an intonation issue that sometimes arises on the 6th string. So to make a long story short, because we're tuning it down so low from E 2 whole steps to C, sometimes the intonation can be off, even if there's nothing wrong with your guitar and it's normally fine. It's just not necessarily designed to be tuned that low. However, it can still work just fine for you. And what you can do is tune the 6th string a little bit flat, because a lot of times when you're playing these notes on the 5th and 7th fret of the 6th string, they sound way sharp. So what you can do when you split the difference is tune the 6th string 5th fret note. You're going to hold that down, it's F. And if it shows that it's way sharp, you can tune it down to where it's in tune with F or a little bit sharp of F. Once you do that, you'll find that the open 6th string is a little bit flat of C, but you're not going to have any note that's way far off. The open 6th string a little bit flat, and the 5th and 7th fret notes will be a little bit sharp, but not way sharp. So you're splitting the difference there, and let your ear be the guide. If you don't think there's a problem with it, then you don't have to change anything. But on some guitars, it may help to tune this 6th string 5th fret note down closer to F, or just a little bit sharp of F.